Hello, we have a lot to discuss today. We must discuss the smoking litigation situation, restaurant and sales tax, and making light in a wet city. Firstly, I think we should tread very lightly when considering making light in a wet city and selling alcohol. Because this topic has been so controversial in the past and in past cities, we need to ensure that we handle the situation with care. While I agree that selling alcohol would bring in great revenue to Lighton, I think that before we proceed with the petition, we need to weigh the costs and benefits of selling alcohol further. Would selling alcohol go against Lytton's moralistic and traditionalist political culture? Would it upset the residents of Lighton? If so, is this worth the revenue that it would bring in? I think we need to take more time together to discuss if selling alcohol is the best idea for Lighton. Because the topic needs more consideration, I think we should hold off on the petition and wet vote for now, while we weigh the pros and cons further. Additionally, because we'll be under intense scrutiny by the Secretary of State's office, and because the State General Assembly is revising wet-dry laws, it'd be in Lighton's best interest to hold off right now until the state can work out its issues. I'd like to remind you all that selling alcohol is not the only way to revitalize downtown. We can focus on branding Lighton by looking at what makes it special and marketing that to out-of-towners. For example, Lighton is a river city, and we can use that to draw in more population. I'd like to brainstorm other ideas about revitalizing downtown in lieu of pursuing a wet and vote at this time. In regards to restaurant and sales tax, I also don't think that upping taxes right now is what Lighton needs. Because the unemployment rate is so high, I know residents would not tolerate higher taxes. Why would they tolerate spending more money when they barely have money as it is? While I agree that upping taxes would bring in great revenue for Lighton, we can't risk losing more of its city's population. Upping taxes would just cause more and more residents to leave Lighton, and this is no good. We can focus on getting revenue in other ways, specifically by finding ways to attract businesses to the area and focusing on community development. Upping taxes will definitely solve revenue issues, but it would worsen the population loss and the population bleed, and that's just a cost Lighton can't afford. If we want to increase our revenue, we could consult state or federal governments for grants and aids, and that would help us develop programs to fight unemployment, which would in turn bring in more revenue. The smoking litigation situation is a situation that can be resolved fairly easily and quickly. Because the bar owners lost their case in federal court, there's no reason they should win in the state court. I think that instead of drawing out everyone's time and drawing out everyone's money and patience, we should just have the city attorney take the plaintiffs to trial and get the situation put out as easily and quickly as possible. Thank you for your time today, and contact me if you have any questions, comments, or concerns.